What's something you know about a friend's sex life that you wish you didn't? My friend in high school announced that she lost her virginity to her cousin, but it was okay because it was anal. First time I really did not know what to say to her. Yes. The classic poop hole loophole. A couple of weeks ago, an employee of mine texts me. Keep in mind, we have been friends for like 20 years. He says, I have something very important to ask of you. It's like 1 a.m., so I'm naturally concerned and say okay. To which, he responds, if anything happens to me and my wife, I need you to go to our apartment and insert specifics here there, you will find our sex box. Burn it immediately, do not let our families experience the shame. Naturally, I promised to do this. Not a word of it spoken since. The moment you realize that you and your husband also need a friend to destroy your sex box. Edit *, thank you for the gold, kind Redditor. I'm no longer a gold virgin. One time my friend was at my house playing FIFA and a large metal dick cage fell out of his pocket and clanked onto the floor. I suppose it's better than a small metal dick cage. Whoops, I dropped my monster dick cage for my magnum dong. Why in his pocket and not on his dick? I remember it was school night in high school and I heard pounding on my window. I got kinda scared, but I heard my buddy's voice outside. I thought something was really wrong. Nope, he woke me up at 3 a.m. to tell me he just let his GF peg him and it was the best thing in the world. What the literal fuck, why did he wake me up for this? That's how you know he's a real best friend. For some reason, after reading everything else on this thread, this just feels so wholesome to me. I mean, that's kinda cute that you were the first person they wanted to tell after experiencing what could only be interpreted as an absolutely transcendental experience. Friend texted my wife and I about bad sex after a Tinder date because the dude had a super tiny penis and lasted less than 5 minutes from disrobing to blowing his load. Then, as she's describing the guy, I realize it sounds just like another friend of mine, so I ask for a pic. It was him. So now I know my buddy of many years has a tiny penis and zero stamina in the bedroom. Stamina comes from consistency, and he just can't catch a break. Well, semi-related, my friend growing up just used her mom's iTunes account when she first got her phone because she was just a kid. Fast forward to her being 19, living away from home, mom gets a new computer, signs into iTunes, and it syncs all of my friend's phone info with the computer, sending her mom all of her nudes, sexts, and sex videos. It scarred my friend. Her and her mom don't really talk anymore. In high school I had an Australian exchange student stay with me for a month. We were 15, I knew nothing about sex, but she had a BF. Out of nowhere she told me she could fit a whole water bottle up her vagina. I was scarred. You need to give her info to the donkey dick soldier dude further up the thread. This is what Reddit is for. Solving weird problems. And crowdfunding plane tickets, but in this case I think the fund has donkey dick covered. Had a buddy in college and we were doing a project together. We had a big file we were working on and it was too big for email. Rather than going all the way to his place to give him the USB, he told me to log into his Dropbox and put the file there. I'd never used Dropbox before, and was surprised when a Dropbox folder was created in my documents. I went in it and I saw there were multiple videos and photos of him and different girls engaging in some not very common sex acts. I never mentioned it to him. To this day I still think about it. Like he must have known Dropbox would download the videos to my computer, right? Also, I don't know why I watched them. He could probably see that you watched them. At least in my experience with Dropbox, I could see when my friend accessed the file I shared with her and what pictures she opened. Well, that's awkward. He never mentioned it, and I never mentioned it. It's weird to think that he knows lol. And it's probably better neither of you mentioned it, awkward on both parts lol. An old friend of mine has a large enough penis that he stubbed it walking into the bathroom door. I still remember the sound he made. Read that as the sound it made at first and then laughed at all the noises in my head. Squonk. Blorf. Thwunk. Did you hear the one about the guy who got his dick stuck in a grandfather clock? Learned about a friend's cake-sitting fetish from his girlfriend after they broke up. I was friends with both of them separately. Sometime after they split we were chatting about weird fetishes and she says, "Oh, I've got a good one." He's a pretty straight-laced looking guy. Not boring but doesn't seem like a weird dude by most measures. Apparently for his birthday one year he asked her if she would sit on a cake for him. She thought she misunderstood so she asked for clarification. Yup, he'd love it if she sat on a cake for him. Would he get off on that? Definitely. Wait, should she be naked? Nope, not at all necessary. She can wear whatever she wants, pants are fine. Will he be jerking off or something during? Nope, he'll just save the mental image for later. He wasn't into any other DOM or sub stuff, or even any other food stuff. Just the cake. She claimed she eventually declined to do the cake sitting, but anyhow every time I've seen him since all I can think is cake. He got a new girlfriend, they got married, and I just think, bet she sat on a cake.